You're welcome back. I hope you're still enjoying the show. My case, when will fuel scarcity end? Nigerians have been inundated with all manner of excuses about the lingering scarcity of fuel. The sad situation has led to price hikes by many filling stations run by independent marketers. The prices have ranged from 620 to 1,200 across Nigeria. Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited's retail stations, recently acquired by OVH Limited, have been selling at 580 with attendant queues. The excuses continue, even as there is no end in sight to this anomaly. The latest excuse is that bad roads have hindered the adequate supply of petroleum products. Yet, even Lagos, from where these products are trucked to other parts of Nigeria, is not spared of scarcity. So when will all this end? My verdict. President Bola Tinubu, who also doubles as the Minister of Petroleum Resources, hasn't impressed Nigerians with his lackadaisical disposition to the avoidable scarcity. We can't continue to endure the situation. It's got to end now.
Yes, fuel scarcity has crippled the economy. While we talk about Nigerians' imminent, impending advancement in all spheres of life, there are certain people who cannot see this and who don't represent the advancement we are talking about. And gradually, they will be phased out from this system. You see, how can you have yam in the house and you go outside to buy pounded yam? It's a new kind of madness. Okay, you have crude, or if you don't have crude oil,
it's a different matter.
It will begin to make why. Libros posted something on his Facebook page about how they get fuel in Dubai. You don't go to the filling station. You use your phone and order for a fill up. And the filling station will come to your house. You check the Libros page, you see the filling station, a gas will drive to your house, fill up your tank, and then go back.
Just like LPG.
Yes. So when I saw that, and I wrote when I said, wow. So a lot of people are laughing there.
Now coconut oil Nigeria, they say.
You understand? So we have gotten to that level where these people have gotten so advanced to the point where you need not, and there's no drop of oil in Dubai, by the way. They buy from Qatar and the rest of that.
Jesus.
No drop of oil there. So
sorry, barrister. Just like Dubai does not produce aeroplanes.
Yes.
But they have one of the best airlines
in Africa.
In the world, actually.
Yes. They don't produce it. You understand? But they have mastered the act of aviation. Okay, so why should we be sitting on it? We are practically sitting. There's no place in this country that don't have oil. Anywhere you see they are not drilling, it's not in commercial quantity. That's why. This is Sherry here. We are sitting on iron and crude oil. This place.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why the water is even bad and all that. So we have this thing in abundance, and just the reasoning, okay, or the technology to transmit it from the crude form to usable state. It's not the problem.
Somebody wrote on X that every day NCDC or the Nigerian army are destroying illegal refineries.
Yes.
While the legal refineries are not producing
you can't get crude.
They produce which is brew.
Yes. So you have refineries, but you are not making use of it. Can't you license them and then let them produce? Then have a regulator.
Yeah.
Who will go to take those samples and test them whether they are of usable quality.
What's the work of NNPC?
When even the ones NNPC is importing,
you see that
fake.
You see that
product.
You have not noticed that before, if you filled your tank, right, at this current price of 650, 620, if you filled your tank, maybe not this current price, because it's been recent, that before you know, the tank is empty. It's not flammable.
That's what I'm saying now.
Because not the quality.
They're importing fake. Yes, now
blending plant in Malta and now also in Russia. They take our crude.
Yeah.
They take our crude and then blend it with other types of crude. Then give us product. There was a
Nigeria who has bewitched you.
It's even beyond bewitching. The point is, you know why they don't want the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas to rise? Is that they know that they will just, in a twinkle of an eye, be phased out
True.
of reckoning.
True.
Let me tell you,
They will erase them from.
I know that
relevance.
in the next 3 to 5 years, I believe that the Nigerian is going to invent maybe a new type of petrol or new type of fuel that will make the oil industry obsolete. It's pointing to that because people, when people are getting to a point of frustration, it births creativity. I read a report by The Guardian, which was just funny, horrible. That if you look at our oil production, they did a calculation, the cost of production from January to June. And the cost of production is the highest in the world for an oil producing country. 60% of whatever you say you make every month is spent on production. That means that it costs us a huge sum.
Not talking about the theft, the one that's
FIRS says the oil producers told them that the cost of producing crude is $48.17
to crack.
While some people are saying no, it's 35 cents. Whereas Saudi Arabia produces for like 8 cents.
Jesus.
So 8 cents per barrel. So
and the oil in Saudi Arabia have sulfur.
Yes.
They have to extract sulfur.
And our own is sweet crude.
Some years ago, government said they wanted to reduce it to $10 per barrel. But you now find out there's so much incompetence in the oil industry.
Oh God.
And so all the money we're making, you now even find out if you even do a real data extrapolation, you find out that even this issue of theft in the Niger Delta may not be so significant. It's worse when you look at the figures. You look at the fact that, for instance, in January, oil was around $80 per barrel. Look at our production. Look at our production figure. You come down to February, it dropped. But by then, the oil price had risen. By March, it dropped. By April, it rose to like $85, which, even though oil production dropped, but it evened out that problem.
That difference.
So, that difference. So, for an average businessman, that should actually even be profitable.
Our presidents do not run Nigeria. They do not run Nigeria like they would a company.
Yeah.
Because if you were running Nigeria like you would a company, you don't come in as the chief executive officer of a company that is indebted. You are owing salaries and or you have been borrowing to pay salaries, and then the first thing you want to do is say, I want to buy a new car. I want to buy myself a yacht. I want to buy myself a presidential liabilities.
Escalate.
Things that you will now be maintaining.
How can anybody now take pity on you? And you
go to World Bank to borrow money.
I was taught in business school that when things become tight, you cut costs and try to increase productivity.
Absolutely.
Right? Now, I've been to places where where that model was even adopted as a default way of doing business. It can be very frustrating and funny. But then, in a Nigerian that comes into office,
they didn't go to business school.
Then you wouldn't even think of reducing costs.
That is good. They go to.
Do you know the other thing the Guardian report is that the loan NNPC took from African Export Bank.
Taking loan.
No, do you know the interesting thing? Was that when we checked that if the cost of production
NNPC taking loan
between January and February, not even first week of January to last week of February, just in between, maybe let's just say 1 month in between, that we would have made even more than that money from savings. So would have made more than that $3 billion we borrowed. So when you
reduce the cost of production.
So when you even look at it now, I ask governors. Tinubu said they bought this jet from service votes. They bought the aircraft from service votes. And governors are sitting there and crying that they don't have money to pay salaries, to pay pensions. What it means is that it is now that governors should also start crying for the revenue allocation formula to be reviewed. Because what it means is that there's so much money.
The governors too are part of the problem.
They're not leading by example. If they were leading by example, they would have.
They have enough.
Those who are also sitting on
the issue of fuel scarcity only tells you that. For me,
it's not just security vote.
There's no fuel scarcity.
There's ecological.
Yes.
That government should just totally remove its hands. 1, 2. What we hear that government is looking for a way to force us to accept fuel at 1,000 to 1,500 per barrel. It's going to backfire.
Yes.
They should know one thing.
We are already hungry.
They should know one thing, that innovation is going to wipe out this fossil fuels. It's a matter of time.
There's a reason American big technologies are no longer chasing after crude.
Yeah, but you know that when we discuss fuel scarcity in Nigeria, it's not exactly the way we are coining the term. It's not fuel scarcity. When something is scarce, like saying that it hasn't
rained,
yes, or that it like saying it has not rained for days.
Yes.
It's not yes, but our own is like saying some other forced disappearance. So this like I don't know if fuel hoarding or fuel disappearance because it's not
diversion.
Yes, it's not organic. It's not a natural problem.
After we pay subsidy, they take it to another African country to go and divert it.
The day we want to talk about this whole discussion, it will be a different argument. I hope that the day that big bang of glory I talked about in my case will have people won't be picking bodies off the streets.
No, that is what is the way.
Because for Israel to leave Egypt, you know what happened? The whole of Egypt and their armies had to perish in the Red Sea.
Yes.
These people won't leave this their source of joy. So
he so deployed the soldiers that what was left was the king's guards.
Yes. Except by very mighty
workforce.
Unless by very mighty hand they are uprooted. And I see that happening in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I love that you will not walk home today. There is no petrol in the car.
No, well, we'll get there because Cyril says the fuel scarcity is not organic. So we have to get back to the approach to find out.
So there's hope.
Whether there's hope.
Even if it's hope against hope.
But not renewed hope anymore. That will be all of the Middlemen today. It's been a joy sharing the ride with you. Until we come your way again, you may wish to subscribe to our pages on YouTube and across social media at Enterprise TV 7. Do have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Yeah.